Okay, so final video concerning the testimony in Atlanta. So, after the shooting and all that, we sitting in the bus terminal, and God started using me, and I wasn't even trying to be used. Like, He was just using me. So I sat down, and the Holy Spirit just fell on me, and I just started getting hot. And all of a sudden, the whole bus, like when I came out to the bus station, after getting something to eat before all that took place, God shut the air off, and it was hot. And the Lord speak to me. He said, "I'm burning them because they don't want to quit." So I'm like, okay, I'm sitting there, and I started operating in the gift, first before He started using me when I wasn't doing anything. And people looking at me like, "This dude is not human." I'm literally hearing this from people standing around me. You know what I'm saying? So then after a while, I'm sitting there, and then all of a sudden, the fire of God started falling on me, just falling on me. And I just went into a trance. I'm sitting in the seat. I just went into a trance. I just left the bus station. I'm sitting in the bus station, but I went somewhere else. And I just got hot. And it looked like I went to sleep, but I didn't go to sleep. So when I came to, I'm sweating, and the seats beside me on both sides, in front and behind, got up and just moved over to where the restaurant was at. Just got up and left. I got up, I was like, what the? And I hear people say, man, that dude powerful as hell. I was like, I was like, okay, Lord. So at least want nobody putting no curses on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. I ain't want to smell like rooster booty. You know what I'm saying? So I let it be. You know what I'm saying? So I sat there for a minute, and then that's when after the shooting took place, yeah, outside the bus station, I'm sitting in there. The Lord said it wasn't over. So I left, and I told you I went to the federal place. Left. I went over there and talked. I went over there and talked to them about trying to get a bus ticket to a local hotel, or getting a cab to a local hotel or something like that, or ask them could they help me get a hotel room. Cause I like bumping. I'm gonna go ahead and stay and go to Canton Jones Church in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I mean, on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna go, but then they couldn't help me, so I was like, okay. I left, and went back to the bus station. And I told you I left and went to the other bus station, the Martyr, and then found out my wallet was still at the bus station because the Lord told me. So I went back to go get to get my wallet. They lied. So went out the door and started praying. Folk out the door talking about they gonna shoot me, this, that, and the third. I'm praying for 31 minutes. By the time 31 minutes come, all of a sudden, the people that were walking back and forth, they just split like the Red Sea. Wasn't nobody trying to come around me. Then the ambulance pull up. Well, during the time I was praying that the wrath of God come upon anybody who's involved in cursing me, plotting against me, playing with me. Any one of my enemies, wherever they at, if they in there. The ambulance show up. I'm thinking, I've been called the police, and the police ain't come nowhere near there. But the ambulance show up first in the fire truck. Gonna find out somebody had a heart attack inside the doggone bus station. Some white dude passed out, had a heart attack. They hauled him off. Then the police show up. So then the police show up while the ambulance is there. I said, hey man, they got my wallet. And the Lord said they got my wallet and they don't want to give it to me. He said, well, go. He said, well, you got a ticket? I said, no, but yeah, I do. But it's the 12 a.m. and that bus done left because they lied to me. They've been lying to me all day long. They're like, go get your ticket and you can go back in. I said, it's in my bag at the federal. He said, well, go back to the federal building, get your ticket. I said, well, I'm going to wait right here till you get my wallet and I'm going to go get my ticket and come back. He said, all right. So he went in, got my bag. Well, he got my bike and he got my box. Came back, said, this it right here? He said, yeah. This is a green BMX bike? I said, yeah. So he brought it back and sit right there in front of the door. Went back in there. I said, they got my wallet. I can't leave it. I know they got my wallet. So he went in there, and the police bogarted the people who lied to me about my wallet that the Lord told me was in there that they didn't want to give me. He came back and had my wallet. Everything that was in my wallet was still in my wallet. Like the Lord told me when I came back to the bus station, when he told me them boogers in there had my wallet. So he gave my wallet. I came back and sat down, No, I went. He gave me a while. I caught a ride. Go get my box. Go get because I took it out of there, and I got my bike and brought it back. So when I came back, um, I said, the Lord said, go ahead and get on the 8:25 bus. Don't worry about getting on the 5 o'clock bus. Now I'm sitting in the bus station. Folks steady trying to find out what bus I'm getting on. Leaving buses, getting out buses, come back in there watching me, seeing what bus I'm going to get on. Looking crazy as hell. I'm talking about, what's wrong with you, man? Folks, yeah, and looking at me while they talking to the bus clerk. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just lost my ticket. Like, what? Oh, I missed the bus. I'm like, what you looking at, man? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I'm still sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on the 8:25 bus. Folk don't, witches can't tell what you're doing. They not God. You don't know everything. You don't. And they sit and try to guess, dog. I'm talking about guessing to the point where they talking the whole time, trying to insinuate what they think they know. Like, oh, he gonna be stuck in Atlanta. Like, he ain't going nowhere now. He's gonna be locked in. They finna make him a homosexual. They finna sell this. I'm sitting there like, man, shut up. Yeah. They get up and walk off. Like, is this a video game or something? Like, is this Double Dragon 8? the Cosmic Negro or something? I don't understand. Like, it's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on the 8th level, the bus station. Like, I'm talking about just retarded. You know what I'm saying? So I was sitting there like, waiting on the 8:25 bus. It finally comes. I get on the bus. And the boogers that was talking so much about what I was just saying, they were like, oh, he's getting out of here. So I'm like, okay. And right now, and somebody in the next room, oh, he's not getting out of here. Like, man, look, be quiet. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's the dude downstairs. He's been talking the whole time I've been up here. You know what I'm saying? Just run off at the mouth. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I end up getting on the 8:25 bus. They was putting all my stuff on the bus. Supposedly. Now, I gave the bike away because the Lord told me to give it away. That was a seed I sowed. My box had my clothes in it. I put it next to the bus so they can put it on the bus with everybody else's bags. Even had to open up the latches for people for them to come, to start putting the stuff on the bus, because wasn't nobody putting none on the bus. So I opened up the latches, and then all of a sudden, here come an attendant. He see me doing that, taking the initiative, so he come over and start putting stuff on. He used to open up the other latches, start putting stuff underneath the bus. I went and got back in the line. Like, it's a doggone shame, man. Like, give me your job, bro. Nobody else want to hire me. Give me your job. Hey, you lazy. You know what I'm saying? So I got back in line and get ready to get on the bus, and then they never put my box on the bus. I got to the next stop where they had to transfer buses, and I got off the bus and looked, my box wasn't nowhere on the bus. Lord said, don't worry about it. I'm going to deal with them. So, I finally got out of Atlanta, but that's the testimony, y'all. I wanted y'all to know that. I was kind of hot, and the Lord said, Rod, calm down, let it go, let it go. I know they wronged you, they did you wrong. And I'm going to release this prophetic word that he said, too. He said, these people have been doing you wrong for too long. And he said, now is my judgment. Now is my time to repay them. He said, I'm tired of them putting their mouth on you. Curses have no effect. They didn't stop and do what they thought they was going to do. They might have hindered, slowed you up, but they didn't stop you. And they won't stop you. They will not, says God, says Yah. For jealousy is my name, and I am angry. And I will show them I am angry through you, son. This is why I brought you here. To expose, to exhort, to uncover, to destroy. They do not know who they are playing with, says Jehovah Nissi, saith the Lion of Judah. A word of death shall come through you, and they shall know that I am Yah. The Lord said, he said, tell them, he said, tell you this. He said, I'm going to cause somebody to drop dead. And that will be the end of this conspiracy, says the Lord.